Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm pouring the Drizzle bloom technique, and I was asked by someone on Facebook from Kim. Hi Kim, if I ever did a sort of rainbow inspired Drizzle bloom technique, and she asked me if I used the colors yellow, blue and red. So I think I've done it before, but I've never done a video of it. And I thought I give it a try. Yeah, I'm sorry with my voice. I have a frog in my throat, and recently my voice is not as strong as it used to be. I have no idea why. So I'm using here the Write and Draw inks from Octopus. It's a yellow wolf. I think it's, I don't know about the blue. It's blue reindeer or something like this, or blue deer. And then I have another writing ink, and this is just red. This is I don't know what company. I just took one because I didn't like the one I had from Octopus. It was far too dark, and I thought I go with a lighter red tone. So sometimes I love pouring with the Write and Draw inks because I think they also have very gorgeous colors, and they are a little bit softer than, for instance, resin inks or acrylic inks or even alcohol inks. And that's why I love it so much. And when you look at the red now, it actually looks a little bit like orange, but it's really a red tone. So the camera doesn't really give it justice of the color because it's a red tone. It's a little bit annoying seeing this because, but anyway. So I have put 40 grams of resin in all the three. I've put 40 grams of resin into this one where I have the interference pearl, and you saw how much I use from the powder. I don't do it too strong, but also not too weak. And then I have my white, and there I'm using the Enoki from Octopus, 2 big spritz as you saw. And there's 50 grams of resin in this one and 2 drops of the pigment drops in white. So this is my color for my white I need for this pour. Actually, the resin I'm using here is a medium viscosity resin because Kim, I think she used a thin resin, and I can imagine that with the thin resin it gets muddy. But anyway, I'm going to show you what resin I'm using. It's the ArtPro resin from ResinPro. And ResinPro Netherlands, they sent me a little sample so I can use it. And actually, this is one of my all-time favorite resins, the ArtPro resin, because you can achieve so many beautiful effects using this resin. I've basically got 90% of existing pours I'm aware about with this resin, and it's awesome. Even though I'm using different resin in my video, but Anyway, now I start drizzling, and you see I just drizzle along. I didn't let my resin sit. Just in case someone is asking, I didn't let my resin sit. I mixed my colors, I mixed my resin, I mixed my colors, and then I started pouring. So I also make the colors, from feeling with the intensity. And normally I also don't weigh my resin for these pours, but I did it because some people ask me, how much are you using? How many grams and how much pigment? So you see me mixing, and that's why I'm giving you also the ratios for this pour. But I did a similar pour where I had a little bit more, but I made my mold also a little bit deeper. I want to build a bowl from this one. That was my intention. And then I thought I don't pour it too thick. But you see the colors are blending nicely with drizzling them. And it's actually sort of mosaic. I think it already formats into these colors, and you can see the colors are not really muddy. You get a pink tone, you get a purple tone, you get a green shade, you have the white, you have the red, and you have a darker blue, a lighter blue. It's very, very awesome seeing this. And now you see me drizzling my interference pearl, and I'm just drizzling along. It takes a little bit of time, but it's so much fun doing, and the effects you can achieve with this technique is amazing. So now I'm doing the same thing with my white, also drizzling along. Looks a little bit wild, but like I said, the results really, really are stunning. So this is now done as well. And then I'm taking my clear resin, which is left in my cup. It's coming now, I hope. No, first I clean my mold. So yeah, I drizzled a little bit over the edge of my mold. So I thought just clean it up a little bit because it's a new mold. By the way, I don't know if I told you, it's a round disc mold from MoldsandShapes, and it's the M size. It has a diameter of 20 centimeters. Sometimes I think I'm sounding a little bit confusing when I'm doing my voiceovers because sometimes you just don't remember what you've done. But anyway, now I have here my rest of the clear resin, and I'm just pushing it out in the center, but only ever so slightly. I don't push it out too much because I want to have more of the effects. And then I have these white glass stones, and I just try to give them into the center or put them into the center. And what I can already tell you, it was not the center. And I was at some point really glad I used white stones and not something which is really putting too much attention. Now you have the time lapse and you see how the resin is moving, what it's doing. I don't know why there are holes, but sometimes resin does whatever it needs to do. It just has a head on its own. So yeah, anyway, this is the same day. It's in the evening. And it was still bendy, but like I said, I wanted to make a little bowl, so that's why I'm getting this out of the mold. But look at these striations, on the pouring side. It's very beautiful. I really like it. It's like a little flower on its own. And now let's have a look for this effect. And look at this. It's really like marble, colored marble, rainbow marble, or a mosaic. Really like it. And I love the center, except from the stones which are offside. So next time I will just leave the stones out of my pouring and just let the resin close up and not bother about putting anything into the center. But look at these shadings and the sheen of the interference pearl. And the white, because it's Enoki, it really sucks the colors. And you could think I used mica powder just for all my colors, but I only used those 3 colors with the write and draw inks or writing inks. And now I put this into a bigger bowl so I can let it sit for a while. Yeah, it's amazing. I really adore these effects in this one. I'm sure I'm gonna do more of these again because I really like this technique. There it's now in the bowl and I just let it cure, and now you can see the final result. The colors are so vibrant, it's so beautiful. All the shadings, and there's no muddy bit, and I really like it. Gave it a silver rim, and I think it sets it really off very well. Anyway, with this, I love and leave you like always. I thank you for watching and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.